but waited for Ling Feng. This made the Imperial teacher's heart pause. I had a bad feeling. Don't you know why I came to the Imperial teacher? Lin Feng also continued to smile. As he spoke, he threw out an envelope in his hand, floating in front of the Imperial teacher. Look at this familiar envelope. The Imperial teacher's face was suddenly full of surprise. At this time, the Imperial Master was so surprised that he couldn't spit out a word. He couldn't imagine it. How did Lin Feng get this envelope? He had clearly given this envelope to the Netherworld in the hands of the people of the Soul Pavilion. Now, since this envelope appeared in Lin Feng's hands again, then this means Lin Feng already knows everything. It was the people he sent to place a bounty on the list of Lin Mansion. It seems that tonight's group of killers still failed. Since Lin Feng chose this time to come here, it seems that he is also here to kill himself. The doctor suddenly became confused. Little friend wants to kill me. But can your Lin family afford the consequences? Hino Lin Feng shook his head. Then he continued, I don't just want to kill you, but the entire Zhao Palace. After these words came out, the doctor's face was even more shocked. But before he could say another word, Lin Feng had already killed him. He turned around and went to the eldest prince's room. Also after killing him, Lin Feng left and returned to Lin Mansion. Now, although the first prince and the doctor are both alive and dead, Ghost Pavilion has also lost its leader, but the neighborhood's bounty list, but still sent it out, unable to withdraw between the various strongholds of Ghost Pavilion. The information is all the same. That is to say, after Tianluo City released the bounty, other dark outposts outside Tianluo City, you will also receive a reward for the consulate. Killers will keep coming, unless he is Lin Jiazhen's parents. Or maybe someone withdrew the bounty. Otherwise, the hunt will never stop. This is also one of the reasons why the wind feels so troublesome. First of all, Ghost Pavilion only has countless strongholds. It is not a fixed sect or family. He can't destroy it all. This is the equivalent of a dead knot. I don't know when. Suddenly, a killer will find their Lin family. Let their Lin family not win peacefully. Lin Zhang doesn't care, but the other disciples in his family. But I have to face this crisis all the time. In danger. This is also what Lin Feng does not want to see. It seems that the dilemma of Lin Mansion needs to be solved. The only way is to completely improve the strength of the Lin family. Because after thinking for a while, Lin Feng is so difficult. It's hard to say, like making some kind of resolution. Then the next morning, early in the morning, Lin Feng sent the disciples of the Lin family who had returned these days, and Lin Yan and Lin Ji all were called to gather in Yan Wuchang. Prepare to make an announcement of great importance. On the annual battlefield, more than a dozen younger disciples of the Lin family stand side by side. I don't know what's about to happen in the Lin Mansion, including Lin Yan and Lin Ji. At this time, his face was also full of doubts, desperate to know what he wants to say. Fu has just been steady in recent days. Generally speaking, if it's not a big deal, it is rare to see this scene today. All the younger disciples next door, all together. This also made everyone suddenly, I'm a little worried. Looking at the doubts and puzzles in everyone's heart, there is even a slight concern. Lin Feng just smiled peacefully. I didn't sell it, so I took a palm. A royal sister engraved with cultivation techniques, quietly floating in his hands, burning with an extremely bright red flame. At this moment, I feel the flame on the royal sister. Everyone's mind is full of harm, once their faces are full of harm. This royal sister, of course they can also see that it is a practice. I just don't know what this practice is all about. Only revealed. There is a world and a foreign land spread out. It's just really scary. Compared to these ordinary disciples, Ling Yan and Ling Xi, I have come into contact with 5 powerhouses of higher level, well-informed. At this time, he naturally recognized the Earth-grade cultivation method at a glance. Ling Yan and Ling Xi said in unison. The expression on his face was even more shocked. Earth-grade cultivation method. Even the most powerful forces may not be able to have one. Most of what is circulated in the world are fragments. Only a few 100,000 years ago. Those Earth-level forces that do not come from hermits. Perhaps there is a complete film of the Flat Earth technique. Now their Lin family has one. Doesn't that mean their Lin family, almost all, can be compared with ground-level forces? Yes, this is indeed dipping gong. Fei and Peak is a shame. Here Ling Xi, he and Ling Yan recognized the tasting of this technique. Lin Feng glanced at them with admiration. Now my Lin family is showing weakness. Encounter a strong enemy. So from now on, I need you to impose a practice. Increase strength. To protect my Lin family forever, the Ministry of Cultivation will give you 0 years. Saying that, Lin Feng raised his hand and handed it out. The technique naturally floated in front of Lin Yan. Don't move, including Lin Ji. All the other disciples next door saw this scene. I didn't mean to gasp. Surprise and frenzy in my eyes. One after another began to feel extreme and expectant. Shimei, your physique is relatively special. Therefore, the exercises I prepared for you are also unique. Saying something in the palm of the wind. Another imperial sword engraved with cultivation techniques. It was taken out by Ling Feng, just with the advent of this practice. A cold breath to the bone marrow. It also broke out from the imperial base. In an instant, it permeated the entire smoke field. This moment seems to be, even the temperature in the air has plummeted by tens of degrees. The earth, visible to the naked eye, turns into ice. The cold crowd only shivered. Only the same holding Diping Palace Fa Goose. Spiritual rock divided by waves. It hasn't been affected yet. The cold ice of the earth leveling technique is never ending, Lin Feng murmured to explain Dao Ximei. The cold vein system in your body over the years? In fact, it is all because you have an extremely rare 9 Yuhan Bodhi, and this practice method, it just happens to help you restrain the cold of the netherworld in your body. Let you avoid suffering from cold poison again. At the same time, it can also make your cultivation more powerful. Ling Feng had a smile on his face. Saying that, he also pushed this practice to the spirit in the hands of a rhinoceros. Let him take it. Ling Feng gave it to others, one after another. The remaining clansmen have a holy rank practice for another disciple of the Lin family. Talent and aptitude seem to be pretty good. Ling Feng gave him another flat earth technique. This morning, this incident of releasing the cultivation method is finally over. Just having cultivation methods and qualifications is naturally not enough. Strengthen the Lin family. I still need you to work hard and cultivate. Only in this way can you improve your overall strength. Ling Feng immediately raised his hand and pointed. A building more than 10 feet high on Yanwuchang. A 9-story pagoda with golden light appears silently out of thin air. Then it falls heavily and falls right in the middle. It's called the Balian Pagoda. It is a treasure of the earth, self-contained space in the tower. It is divided into 9 floors. The cultivation level in this room is 10 times that of the outside world. The second floor is 20 times, and so on. And, according to your respective cultivation progress and strength, the tower can also transform itself into an opponent, fight against you. Only after defeating them, only then can you go to the second floor to continue practicing. As soon as this painting comes out, more than a dozen neighborhood disciples were even more shocked. It's okay to have the Earth grade cultivation technique and the Saint grade cultivation technique. Now there is such a cultivation plan. Cultivation in a first floor space is 10 times that of the outside world. The second floor is 20 times more. Their Lin family is going to defy the sky. When the Lin family encountered an insurmountable crisis, if I wasn't there, you can also enter this pagoda to hide. As long as it is not a